Okay, so this week we're starting our sort of 8-week plan where we address different sections of the body. We're obviously going to approach that in a holistic way, so you will get a full body workout today, but just focusing on certain areas each week. This week we're going to start with our feet and ankles. So the reason for this is because your feet are almost the most important part of your body. They often get really neglected. But if there's some kind of problem with the feet, it could be an injury, illness, it could just be the shoes you wear or that they're not getting used in the correct way. That's going to kind of ricochet through your entire body. So it's going to come into your ankles, then your knees, then your hips, then your back, then your shoulders, then your neck, then your head. So we have to address the feet first in that sense. In a spiritual kind of vision perspective, they are the foundation of all of your movements, of all of your energy. If you look at reflexology, there's a whole map of your body on the bottom of your feet, so you really do need to look after them. There's a lot of damage from feet just from simply wearing shoes. We weren't really designed to ever wear shoes, so we get quite a lot of weak arches, weak ankles. There are some really good shoes on the market now that are called barefoot shoes. It can take a lot of adjustment, and if you've had some sort of arch injury, it can be really difficult to then transition to that. So I would work with a professional to kind of make that happen. But if your feet are relatively healthy, have a look at wearing sort of wide fitting shoes. It can really help with your whole health. Obviously, if there's kind of energetic stagnation in the body, from damage in the feet, that's going to affect your organs, your respiratory system, and even your mental health. So that is why we're working with the feet, first of all. So that's enough of me rambling. Come to any comfortable seat. You can sit like me, you can sit on the blanket, however you feel most comfortable. And we're going to bring some alignment into our body. So bring your shoulders over your hips, grow your spine nice and tall, and roll your shoulders up and down your back body to open your heart, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. And just start to come into your yoga practice. So you can close your eyes, you can feel your sit bones on the earth, start to pay attention to the breath moving in and out of your body, and just try and bring your focus to now, not what happened before here, not what's happening after, just you and your body on the mat. So slowing the breath down a little bit, making it deeper, more intentional, being more aware of sensations of the breath in your body. And taking a gentle scan through your body from the top of your head down into the tips of your toes. And just noticing how you're feeling today. Are there any parts of your body that you need to be super careful with? Are there parts holding out for your attention? I'm not really labelling anything or judging anything, just simply noticing the body as it is and accepting that with love and openness. And in this space of witnessing and observing, gently float your attention to your mind. So just paying attention to thoughts, distractions. Maybe there's emotions in both the mind and body today that you want to just notice. Staying passive, aware, neutral to whatever you find. And also just welcoming all of it, good, bad, and in between. We're here to accept everything in our practice. So focusing today on those strong foundations so that everything we put on top of that will be stable but flexible and healthy. Maybe you'd like to set an intention for your practice today. It could be anything you like, or it could be based on what we're doing. So it could be something like, I move with stability and trust. I move with stability and trust. Whatever comes up for you, we'll use my phrase. Just repeat it 3 times in your mind. Continuing those deep, slow, nourishing breaths. Connecting breath, body and mind all together. one ear, flop over to the shoulder. Bringing the chin down onto the chest, little semicircles. So here we're really being guided by our body and how it's asking to be moved, rather than thoughts about how the body should be moved. So if you've got an ache, a niggle, an urge, a sensation that you want to lean into, go ahead, let go of logic and just be guided by the body instead. Coming down into the shoulders, give them a big roll, a shake, a shrug, whatever you fancy. It doesn't have to be a yoga movement or a movement you've ever done before. Thinking about the shoulder blades and the collarbones as well. And then when you're ready, coming into the rib cage, so you might want to roll it around. You can tip it side to side, open and close. Just creating all this nice space in our body for that energy to move around, go where it needs to go, release when it needs to release, and heal when it needs to heal. Same with the hips. So really thinking about the sit bones today, those are normally little bones in the centre of your bottom cheeks, glutes. Roll them around, get them in the earth. This again is a really nice way to build that strong foundation. Everything rises up from the earth, and from the bottom of your body, the bottom of your spine. Roll in both directions. You can move back and forth. You can squeeze up on the pelvic floor here. We all should be doing more of that. Squeeze it, release, hip side to side. And the hips store a lot of stuff, so just think about wiggling some of that out. You don't need to know what it is. And then when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in and bring your arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, just being conscious of those around you. Start to move your fingertips through the air. So you can move them any way you like, just enjoying the sensation of air passing over your palms and your fingers, and thinking about having a good clear out of energy here. This is your energy field, so what energy do you want to release? What energy do you want to bring in? And creating those lovely, healthy boundaries all around you, so nobody else's stuff is going to come in. And you'll notice as you move that your spine kind of joins in, so you can twist it, you can do a side bend, you can do anything you like here. Forward fold. And a back bend. So anyone else as stiff and achy as I am today? Is it all right? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, when you're ready, stretch your legs out. Maybe pay particular attention to the feet here. Give your toes a wiggle, your ankles a roll. I like to kind of push my soles of my feet right towards the floor and then bring my toes up towards my face. Can you feel how much that affects your whole leg? That's how important your feet are. Side to side. Lovely. And then drop into your body as a whole. Is there some way that it wants to move that maybe you've missed? Something you want to repeat? Just feel your body all as one piece here. What does it need? What does it want? Okay, and then when you're ready, just come back into the seat which you started nice alignment and just checking with your energy, checking how that feels. Now you've had a good wiggle around. See how it feels different. So it's really important to have these little check-ins, just noticing messages your body's sending you. We don't do it very often in our normal waking life, do we? Okay, we're going to come on to all fours. Is everybody okay on all fours today? Perfect. So make your way there now. So we're going to have our hands under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. Now, because our focus is the feet today, let's think about really pushing the tops of the feet into the earth. Give that a really good go for me. So as much pressure as you can create, tops of the feet pressing into the earth. Now, notice how that activates your legs and your abs too. So really press and then release for a few seconds. Press it down again. Lovely. Let that go. Just keep equal pressure in the hands and feet. Just check your alignment here. Shoulders away from the ears. Knees under hips. Hands under shoulders. And we're going to begin some cat-cow. So dropping the navel to the floor, drawing the shoulder blades together. Look up, collarbone wide, and breathe in. Exhale, round the spine. Push into the hands and the feet. Inhale, release, ripple through the spine, sit bones wide, look up. Exhale, round all in, shoulder blades wide, pressing firmly into the earth with the hands and feet. Keep moving just the same, but with your breath and your body. Lovely. When you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. From here, you're going to stretch out one leg behind you. And today, I want you to really tuck your toes underneath. So tuck your toes under and press your heel down towards the earth. So you're getting a really nice stretch in the feet and a really nice calf stretch too. Keeping with that longer, deeper, more nourishing breath. That's it. So really stretching out your toes. You can kind of spread them out a bit. And when you're ready, you're already in the naughty corner, so I can't say that. Bring your knee back under your hip, that's it, and then extend. You don't have to apologise for laughing, you can laugh as much as you want. Okay, tuck your toes underneath and press your heels down, really nice long leg. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can always release that pressure and then apply it again. Big stretch. It feels so different on one side for me. I don't know about you guys. This side feels a lot stiffer and easier. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, bring that foot back under. Now you're going to tuck both toes underneath and just press back a little bit. So move your body weight and then come back up. And these are all really good if you ever do need to stretch the feet out or you have a little bit of an injury going on or sort of recovering from an injury and it's safe to make these movements. Do pay attention to the feet, particularly if you're on them a lot and you do high impact exercises. Lovely. When you're ready, send your hips back and this time we're going to lift up into a downward facing dog. If that feels too much, just come back onto all fours and stay there. So lift your hips up, heel them off of the earth. You can move your hands and feet a little bit wider if you want to. So press your chest down and lift your hips up. That is perfect. You can have a really generous bend in your knees if you need it. And then we're just going to pedal the feet. So lift one heel and press the other as far down as it will go. And spend a long time doing this today, really thinking about the feet and the way that we move. When you're ready, lift both Lovely. When you finish, you're going to walk your hands towards your feet and stay in that forward fold. So, grabbing the elbows. If you've got any kind of sinus or head issues, you're just going to come halfway. If you're safe to do so, ragdoll here. So grab your elbows, let your whole upper body flop towards the floor. Release the neck, release the head. You can give it a big shake. And we're just going to gently rock from side to side on the feet here. So moving the inner edge and the outer edge onto the mat. And then again, come centre, press all four corners of the feet into the earth and pedal the feet. This time leaving the feet flat on the earth, just move the knees. When you're ready, roll up, bone by bone by bone, stacking everything one on top of the other. So knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips. So if I was to run a rod through them, it's going to hit them all. Think about picking up the toes, spreading them wide, and putting them back down. I love the free spirits over there. Just doing whatever they want. We should all be like that, really. Okay, so keeping it nice and soft, pelvis nice and neutral, rolling the shoulders down and open the heart. Nice deep breaths, really grounding through the feet here. Thinking about those strong foundations, those roots in the earth. Nice deep breath. So from here, we're just going to rock onto the toes, lifting the heels up. And then we're going to rock, heels back on the earth, peel the toes up. That's it. Onto the toes, lift the heels, calf raise, and then back, lifting up the toes. Perfect. Whose feet are clicking? Good. Me too. Come back to neutral, and then again we're going to do that little rock side to side on the feet. Perfect. When you're ready, come back to the centre. You're going to peel the heel off of one foot and balance on the other leg, keeping a soft knee. And we're just going to roll that ankle around. Perfect. Big circle. Any way you like, so we're going to do the other side. And then round the other way. Lovely, pop that foot down and do the other side for me, just the same. Lovely. Okay, bringing your feet back to hip width if they've moved. We're just going to come into a chair pose, and I want you to notice the shift of pressure in your feet as you do this. So send your toes back down towards your heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. And bring your arms up on the diagonal. So just go as low as you're comfortable with. And then when you're ready, inhale, come up. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Just keep moving, just the same. Inhale to prepare. Exhale back. Inhale up. And release. Maybe one more time for me. And come back into mountain pose. Take a few deep breaths. Lovely. Take one big step forward, any leg is fine. We're going to do the other one. Bend into that leg, so the knee is over the ankle. This leg is slightly turned out, but your hips are square, and the back leg is straight. But what I want is both legs have equal weight distribution from your body. So for me, I tend to lean into my back leg a little bit more, and it's a conscious effort just to bring it forward so that it feels like it's in the centre, but it might be different for you. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, turn that back foot out and come into a warrior two. So you're turning your hips to the long edge of your mat. This knee presses open. Have a little check that it's not coming in or out. Again, you might want to roll your shoulders down your back. Just breathe naturally here. Then turn that foot back in and face your leg back into that warrior one. Let's move like that a couple more times. So breathing in here. Exhale to turn. Breathing in to face the front. Exhale to turn. So really good practice for anchoring the feet on the earth. Come back to warrior one. Exhale, step together and step the opposite leg back. Breathing in, warrior one. Breathing out, warrior two. Breathing in, warrior one. Breathing out, warrior two. Perfect. Few more times. Hold warrior one. Step together. And then take a little walk back into the centre or the back of your mat, wherever you prefer. Okay, so feet a little bit narrower, but it's up to you. If you feel more stable with them further apart, then do that. You're gently going to peel one foot from the ground and just bring it to the ankle. And this is as far as we're going to go today in our tree pose. So think about pushing that ball of the foot into the earth. Give the ball of the foot a nice big massage on the earth there. The base of the big toe activating. Breathe. One hip out, one hip forward. Shoulders down. So this is where we grow all of the foundations of our other movements. These are the most important ones, really. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring that foot down. Give the other side a go. And back to the centre. Now I'm going to show you two options. You can either simply cross your leg over the other one and stay here, and then you're just going to do that again on the other side, same thing. Or you're going to come into a standing figure four, so you're going to take this leg, bring the calf over the thigh, hips back like in a chair. Okay, so figure that out, which one you want to do, whichever one you're in is perfect, don't worry. It's not a competition. Take a few deep breaths wherever you are. And then come up, squeeze in the pelvis to lift you up. Pop that foot down and do the same thing on the other side, pressing that knee open. Focus on something that's not moving. Not me. Not each other. And then come up. Lovely. Let's just take a little forward fold again. Just to release some of the tension in the spine. So just let your body ragdoll down. Shake your shoulders, let your arms be loose this time. Deep breaths into the back of your body. Wiggle the toes. You might even want to grab your peace fingers around those big toes and just draw your body in a little closer this time. If you can't get to the toes, the back of the thighs or the calves is also perfect. Lovely. Now we're going to take a big wide step. So you might want to turn your body on the mat to the side, but you don't have to. So about a metre apart, or just however you feel comfortable. Knees and toes are facing the long edge, so keep them square there. Turn your right foot to face the short edge. So again, you've got one hip open, one forward. Bring your arms level with your shoulder. Now again, we're not going to come into a big deep triangle pose here. We're focusing on the lower half of our body, so feel your feet firmly rooted in the earth. That's what I want your focus to be. This arm that's facing towards the turned out leg, so your right arm, you're going to slide your ribs over like you're trying to grab somebody. and then come down. So just come down onto the thigh today, reaching that opposite arm up, collarbones wide, shoulder blades drawn together, and take some deep breaths. When you're ready, bend that leg, you've got your thigh, bend that leg, and swoop your arm into side angle pose. Excellent, well done. Keep your shoulder blades together and your heart open. Lovely, come back through triangle, straighten that leg, and come down with the arms. Turn your foot in, turn the other one out. Arms come out, level with the shoulder, shoulder blades together, well done. Slide your ribcage over, 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 and then come down just onto the thigh today with that leg straight still. Beautiful. Stack your arm over your shoulder. When you're ready, bend that leg and swoop your arm. Peel it up past the ear. That's it, pointing to that short edge, top of your mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you're ready, straighten that leg and come back. That's it. Turning in. Let's take a wide leg forward fold. So turn your toes in a little and release down. Remember, you don't want to come all the way down, just to press into the thighs or the shins. If it's there, let your body come down to the earth. When you're ready, press your hands into the earth, heel, toe your feet back together. You're going to roll up, bone by bone. That mountain pose. Roll your shoulders at the top. Just take a moment here to allow your body to readjust to being back upright. Then we're going to step our feet wider than the hips, and we're going to turn them out at 10 and 2. Okay? Perfect. So, bring your arms up onto the diagonal into 5-point star. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pull your elbows in and spread the knees wide and back. That is perfect. Inhale up. So exhale, pull it in and down. Come a little lower if you dare. Inhale up. This time, as you pull down, you're going to peel the right heel off the ground. Exhale, perfect. Inhale up, both heels down. This time, as you exhale, left heel off of the ground. Perfect. Keep going. Your inner thighs are going to say, hello, I am here, I am working. Come up. Lovely, and down. Perfect. Now just go back to having the heels on the ground. Inhale up. And this time, when you come down into that squat, we're going to stay there and bring your hands onto your thighs. Take some deep breaths. You're going to push one shoulder forward, turn your head to look over your back. Inhale back through the centre and exhale the other way. Lovely. Do that again, either side. Perfect. Come up, heel, toe your feet back together. You're going to stick one leg forward and bend your supporting leg, hinging forward from your hips. Just swoop down that leg and then come up. And just do that a couple of times. So really pulling those toes in towards your face. Next time you come up, you're just going to twist in and then out with that leg. In and then out. Lovely. Come back and do the same thing on the other side. Swooping down. Keep that tension in the foot. Up and down. come back up, give your whole body a shake, a wiggle, however it wants to move. We're going to come into our first yin position. So this one is a little trickier actually. If anyone needs a block, let me know. We're going to come into a little toe squat. So your options would be to come and sit on some blocks, or you're just going to come sort of crouched and you're up on the toes. Is everybody okay with that? You can bring your hands down onto the floor. Would that be okay? Would you like some blocks? Yeah. If not, you'd have your legs wider and you'd literally just come and sit on the blocks. Give me a wave if you need them. So you're up on the toes, that's it. And because it's yin here, I encourage you to spend the first 30 seconds or so wiggling around, readjusting. And then when you're ready, just close your eyes, really slow that breath down. Take a journey inward into the centre of yourself. So you're going to think about just witnessing sensations, distractions, emotions, thoughts, breath, wherever your mind gets drawn to. Allow that process to unravel. Just take some time getting to know your little inner world, whatever that looks like for you. Big deep breath. So this is a really good kidney meridian activation, and the kidney meridian in Chinese medicine is where all of your life force energy is stored, so it's a really important one. And as always, I have a quote for you. This one says, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath your feet." When you're ready, just walk your hands forward, drop your knees, come into a little restful child's pose, so you can bring your toes together, knees wide, creep your fingers away from your body, stretch your back. And just a little counter pose here, and then you're going to walk back up, swivel onto the bottom. So if you need to, you can place a blanket along the length of your spine, or raise your head underneath your hips when you need it. Come lying on your back. Tuck the pelvis, tuck the chin. Just make sure your body has full contact with the mat. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together and just let your knees flop apart. So if that feels too much, remember that you can just have one leg open and one leg pointing towards the sky, and then I'll guide you when to swap if it feels okay. Take your time readjusting, fidgeting. You can rest your hands on your belly, by your sides, behind your head, wherever you feel most comfortable. Close your eyes and begin that journey deep within. Just paying attention to all of those little subtle messages, the loud messages, the parts that feel silent or numb. Just welcoming every sensation, emotion, memory, energy or breath, anything that you want to pay attention to. If you feel any kind of tingling or numbness, just know that's your body's edge and it's just asking you to change your position. So you could stretch your legs out, come back into it when you're ready. This quote says, "Be rooted so deeply that nothing can shake your peace." So thinking about that image of a tree with deep, deep roots up above, it can be blown in the wind, battered by a storm, but it's not going anywhere because it worked on its roots first. When you're ready, take a big stretch up with your arms to the top of your mat. You're going to exhale, swoop them down. Bring the outside edge of your thighs, gently ease your legs back together. It might be a bit sore and tender. Let your knees not step your feet wide. Just take a few moments here to readjust and settle down. When you're ready, you're going to come into your version of Shavasana. So if you prefer to just lie on the floor, you're going to stretch your legs out, flick your palms up. You can put clothing back on, a blanket over you, a pillow behind your head. You might prefer to lie on your side or your front, it's up to you. Just make sure that you're super comfy. And again, I encourage you to close your eyes, but you don't have to. You can just focus softly on a point. Take a few moments to find that little sweet spot, so you might need to wriggle, yawn, itch, shake, whatever you need to do. And then when you're ready, move into that place of just surrender, melting down onto the surface beneath you. Breathing in peace, calm. Breathing out anything that no longer serves you. And if it helps, you can say to yourself here, I give myself permission to relax. There's nowhere I need to be and nothing I need to do. Now I want you to visualize in your mind you standing barefoot on the earth, somewhere out in nature that you feel secure, calm, stable, at peace. It might be somewhere you already know, it might be somewhere imagined. Just spend a moment in your senses thinking about temperatures, textures, how it smells, the air on your skin, the colours, plants, wildlife that you can see, bringing that vividly into your mind and body as much as possible. And then when you're ready, bringing your focus again to your feet, on the earth, on the grass, in the water, wherever they are. And I want you to imagine red roots emerging from your feet and travelling down through the soil, through the rocks, the fossils, the bones, the underground rivers and caves, all the way down into the centre of the earth. With each breath in, your roots go stronger and deeper, and with each exhale, you let go of uncertainty, instability, anything that feels like it could knock you from the stable feeling. Release it with the out breath, and with each in-breath, focus on that feeling of being anchored firmly, of strength, of connection to the universe, to earth and to each other, and finding strength from each of those sources, drawing it into your body, into your energy, into your actions. Inhaling and drawing stability upward and inward, exhaling, releasing fears and doubts, anything that holds you back. And just spend a few moments in this feeling of complete stability, strong roots, strong foundations, the feeling of being unshakable, a deep peace within your body that no matter what's going on around you, still exists, is still accessible, nothing can touch it. repeat a few times in your mind. I am strong, unshakable, and connected. I am strong, unshakable, and connected. Come back to your body, lying on the mat. Feeling the weight of your body on the mat, your head, your arms, your legs, and your torso. Feel your body moving as it breathes. Give your fingers and your toes a little wiggle. Roll your wrists and your ankles, first one way, and then the other. Give your body a big stretch, reaching your arms up past your ears, pointing your toes, reaching your fingers, you can screw up your face, and let it go. And then when you're ready, bend up your knees and roll onto whichever side you prefer, and stay there. Give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze, and a smile to yourself to release all those feel-good hormones. And when you're ready, press into the earth and come up to the seat in which you started. Let's end our session the way we always do, with a few deep breaths together. So sitting up nice and tall, you're going to take a deep breath in, bring your arms wide, bring your palms all the way up above you and touch them. Big deep exhale as you float your fingers through the air and touch the earth. And again, just the same, big deep breath in. Even bigger exhale out. Last time up, this time leave your hands in prayer position at the top. Float them down past your crown, third eye, your throat and onto your heart, relaxing the elbows. Bring your chin down towards your chest and take a bow to yourself, your beautiful practice this morning for working on your strong foundations and your roots. A bow to each other for the shared